See, I was warning the CIA, the FBI, the NSA, the Pentagon that there's a fascist movement within Trump. I knew that they were trying to divide and conquer Britain. I knew Trump and Steve Bannon was trying to divide and conquer Britain. And now this confirms it all. This confirms it all. And not only do they don't want to stop at Canada and Greenland and in Britain, but they want to go all the way to the Dutch and to the French and German. Trump wants to conquer the whole of Western Europe and the whole of South America. And he wants to subvert Asia. And if there's any indication how he feels about Muslim faiths, he wants to genocide the Arab nations, to ban their faiths. This guy's tyrannical. That's why I call him the Führer of economics. Pure fury. And in America, if there's any signs how he treats Latinos, Browns, and Africans, you can imagine his relationship with trying to dollarize and enslaved. He said in Mar-a-Lago today, he said that Panama is a banana republic. Don't he realize that y'all dollarized Panama when y'all built that canal? And the Panamanians have been taxed without no representation through the Treasury Department of this country to make him into a banana republic, an enslaved colony. And now the little bit of wealth that they have through the Panama Canal, y'all want to deny it of the Panamanian people? Y'all are driving them into slavery. It's an atrocity that Trump referred to them as a banana republic today in Mar-a-Lago. When he's threatening, you got to understand, America dollarized Panama the same year they built the canal. And ever since then, Panama has been a colony for private reserve, Federal Reserve bankers, oligarchs, private bankers. And see, those Panamanian citizens, they labor, they sweat as slaves because they don't control the flow of that fiat. Congress in Washington does. And now you have a chief and commander that called them a banana republic. You know why they built that canal? For the Atlantic Fruit Company to live off the produce of South America, to float it into North America. They enslaved Panama for it to this very day. They dollarized in 2001 Salvador and Ecuador, and then they prop up a puppet Malay, the Argentinian president. He's an economical professor in the pockets of the Federal Reserve oligarchs. He plans to dollarize Argentina, the Argentinian president, in the hopes that when he steps down for being a president, that he can control the banks that flow the colony money from the private bankers of the Federal Reserve. So Argentina will become a colony like Panama, like Salvador, like Ecuador. Basically, they're enslaving South America to serfdom. You know what it is to work, sweat, bleed, and tears, your labors of the citizens of South America when you don't control the purse strings, but Washington does. And you don't have democracies in those republics. You have enslavement. Can you imagine arguing about the Panama Canal, calling them a banana republic, when that canal was built intentionally for America to bleed off the agriculture from South America to that canal, and then to indignation refer to you as banana republics, slaves, while America forced Africans to pick cottons. They built that Panama Canal for the Atlantic Fruit Company to enslave all of y'all. That's what that canal was built for. Manifest destiny to convert all of y'all into banana republics. To be taxed without representation. To be enslaved with a Ponzi scheme of an all-seeing mighty dollar. Turn that dollar around, and you will see the all-seeing eye of greed, a Ponzi scheme of manifest destiny. To enslave Browns with alt-right movements. It's always been deep-rooted in America's history. Not only do they rub indignation on slaves, but they deny them the right of civil rights. When the sports players kneel like Martin Luther King and pray for awareness of civil rights, this fascist alt-right Trump denies them their dignities and their freedoms of justice. When he seeks onto them white supremacy of alt-rights, when he defends General Lee, and he looks the other way, and he says that his speech on January 6th was better than Martin Luther King, I Had a Dream speech. The indignation of this nation has run amok on the world stage.